Day 18. Ottawa to Montreal. As I always did, I woke up early and set out for my journey to Montreal. I did plan a slight detour, however. I had originally planned on spending several days in Banff, Kananaskis and Jasper back in Alberta during the beginning of my trip. I had to skip these destinations due to the wildfire, and since I enjoyed the beautiful scenery of Ottawa's lush green parks, I thought it would be a great time to visit Mont Tremblant before heading over to Montreal. I left the Ottawa Train Yards, my car camping location that I had throughout my duration of my stay here in Ottawa, took the McDonald Cartier Bridge into Gatineau, Quebec. Crossing into Quebec brought back memories as I haven't been in this province since childhood. I then took Autoroute 50, which eventually led to Mont Tremblant a few hours later. Exiting Gatineau led to some lovely driving roads with picturesque French villages along the way. Arriving in Mont Tremblant for the first time in my life, I found it quite easy to get around and enjoy the resort. It reminded me of Whistler, although nowhere near as commercialized. The weather was quite warm, a bit on the humid side, but still enjoyable. Despite restrictions all around the country, Mont Tremblant was busier than I expected. I knew that I had very limited time here, as there would not have been an option to car camp anywhere, and my main goal was to arrive in Montreal. I enjoyed a hike around the area, a decent but overpriced meal to myself at a local eatery, and then I came across an adventure center which had different adventurous events available for booking. I signed up for a Via Ferrata adventure which would take place a few days later. While I grew up speaking Acadienne, my current French was very poor and I had difficulty speaking to some of the people here. Thankfully, everyone at Mont Tremblant spoke excellent English. After enjoying myself and the beautiful surroundings, I decided it was time to move on to my next destination, Montreal. It only took a few hours to arrive in Montreal, and upon arriving, I was greeted with things I did not expect to find. Roads in extremely poor condition, drivers that were worse than the drivers in Vancouver, and traffic almost as bad as Toronto. I looked for a suitable location for car camping, and it felt like I was running out of options. I remember the challenge I faced when I first arrived in Toronto, and I just took a chance. I found a Walmart where it looked like I could easily and somewhat discreetly spend the night. After confirming my location, I then headed over to a cheap fast food place to grab a quick and easy dinner while planning what lay in store for me for the next couple of days. I didn't know how long I would stay in Montreal, but I didn't want to rush this adventure. After creating a small itinerary, I headed back to Walmart, parked my beast in the back, and settled for the evening. Although it was late by now, I didn't sleep so well with all the noise around me. I knew that this location would only be for this one night, so I tried my best to get some rest. As I had a lot of catching up to do for tomorrow's adventure, I needed the rest for this awesome city.
Subscribe to the Travel Experience, Expérience de Voyage channel. Tap the bell and join the conversation on the comment section below.